Uganda People's Congress, political party in Uganda. We all know that after independence, Uganda People's Congress became the largest party in Uganda. And we know that in 1940s and 1950s, it was clear that the Buganda is the largest ethnic group in Uganda, and they wanted extensive autonomy in Uganda. The Buganda King Party, 𝐏𝐞𝐨𝐿𝐴, the kings only, made their desire known. It was not favored by most Ugandan tribes, and some Buganda educated elites who decided then to form alternative party, the Democratic Party, DP, to aspire for national unity, although unpopular in Buganda. The party had widespread support in the rest of the Bantu-speaking South. Then it emerged Uganda National Congress. The Uganda National Congress attracted many Southerners, particularly in the East. They then formed an alliance with Uganda People's Union and emerged as UPC. The three parties, 𝐏𝐶𝐨𝐿𝐴, Uganda People's Congress, and Democratic Party, contested the first pre-independence election as expected. 𝐏𝐶𝐨𝐿𝐴 won most of the seats in Buganda. UPC won most of the seats in the North and East. The Democratic Party, led by Benedicto Kiwanuka, emerged as the largest single party. He was on the verge of becoming the first Prime Minister of Uganda, the independent Uganda. He was then caught unaware by a surprising alliance between the Uganda People's Congress and 𝐏𝐶𝐨𝐿𝐴. Politics can turn brutal and can kill hope at a given moment. 𝐏𝐶𝐨𝐿𝐴 was afraid that Democratic Party would remove its monarchy. That Democratic Party would remove its monarchy because they might be in favor of a more modern-looking Uganda. Obote then realized that he had lost election, and the only way out was the alliance with the 𝐾𝐨𝐿. And he played his game very well. He offered 𝐾𝐵𝐿 a ceremonial role in the new administration, and 𝐾𝐵𝐿 retained his royal power. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button so that you don't miss the source of information about Uganda. Let me be clear, and let's get started. Uganda People's Congress was founded in 1960. And we all know Dr. 𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼 Milton Obote was the leader of that party that led the country to independence. He later served 2 presidential terms under the party banner. Obote was still a party leader. When he died in October 2005, the party won a lot of elections. When he was overthrown, he came back. He led his party to another victory. And to most Ugandans, it was the largest, the biggest party in the country. And today, if you look at what is happening within his own political party, I think Dr. 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼 Milton Obote is having a very rough time in his grave, looking at spoiled kids trying to destroy what he left behind. It's a sad day for him. And at the same time, it's a sad day for Uganda People's Congress. Uganda People's Congress had been going down ever since Obote was overthrown for the last moment. The infighting, the claim, everybody want to own Uganda People's Congress. Everybody want to claim Uganda People's Congress to be their properties, to be their personal Nobody is thinking about the interests of the party, and nobody has ever gone deep to see how the party developed. Lack of leadership is a sickness within Uganda People's Congress. When Uganda People's Congress, together with Uganda National Congress, first made the call for independence of Uganda, the call was made in a declaration of a political campaign. And we all know a political campaign is like an athletic race. Team members who overlapped are one. It was Uganda National Congress and the Uganda People's Congress who waged vigorous and unrelenting independence struggle until Uganda became independent. It has become politics in Uganda over the years for imposters. Imposters, I call them, to claim the deeds and the ideas of Uganda People's Congress as their own. Whenever they are claiming the deeds and you see, whenever they are not claiming the deeds and the ideas of UPC, they often deride them. Uganda, like any other country, is composed of its territory, its lands, its people. The territory of land you see in Uganda does not belong to a president, does not belong to a minister, does not belong to a king. It belongs to the people of Uganda. We all fought for one man, one vote. And that represents our interest wherever we are. We had the voice of UNC and UPC. That voice was a voice that attempted to replace the British protectorate so as to enable us Ugandans ethnic nationalities to embark on the task of building the nation. The British government in London at that time and the resident governor in Uganda did not take the struggle seriously. They did not take the demand of UNC and Uganda People's Congress seriously, because they maintain that Uganda, or the people of Uganda, were not ready. We are not ready for independence. That we were not ready for democracy, and that we were not ready to embark on nation building. Uganda National Congress and the UPC responded to London position by organizing a very large rally that made the colonial government to seek ways and means of destroying Uganda National Congress or splitting them. And a mild split in the Uganda National Congress came in 1955. A serious one came in 1956. And another serious one came in 1957 during the annual Delegates Conference held in Kampala. The resolution of the Lukiko was aimed at occupying the mind of Uganda People's Congress and keeping them online until 1962. But the Uganda National Congress interpreted the resolution both as positive and negative to its basic demands and campaign for independence. Uganda People's Congress, as you know, was formed in 1960, and the leader, Dr. Apollo Milton Obote, is a product of a merger between Red Shebas, UPU, and Dr. Apollo Milton Obote of UPC. The two gentlemen both agreed to merge and consolidate that party politics in Uganda, to struggle using all constitutional means for immediate attainment of complete independence. They promise to secure and maintain the complete unity of the people of Uganda under a strong government conducive to stability and rapid progress. Uganda People's Congress plays a strong central government which can all different groups in Uganda together in unity. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from a decade of political parties since independence. Democracy is a struggle. And that struggle for democracy is not an easy task. The process of democratization itself needs to be inclusive of everybody. We all know that leadership is central part of any democratization. It matters to those who are leading a nation at a particular time. Constitution alone cannot be important or imported from heaven. Compromise in politics need to be based on truth, respect, and acceptance of all the people involved. If you look at Uganda People's Congress today, then you know the water is flowing to a wrong direction. And I hope the present leaders will have to draw the line. If you cannot steer the bull, step down. Let someone else who can steer the bulls take over. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to subscribe. And remember, I will be back.